taking upon himself the penalty for your sin. That if you would repent and put your faith and your trust in him, that he would be faithful to forgive you of your sin.
Behind you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Howdy.
What can I do for you?
You just can't use amplifying devices.
Yes, we can. The health department ordinance says we can use up to 65 decibels.
Okay.
That's what the health department ordinance says. We have that. Do you want to pull up the health department ordinance that says we can use amplification?
Okay.
We're not violating any law.
Okay, I'm just going off of what I was told earlier by a supervisor.
Right. And I mean, unless you guys can come and provide me with unless you can provide me with something that overrides what the health department has said we can do as far as amplification, and it makes it very clear after the quiet hours of 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. that you can use amplification not to exceed 65 decibels.
Okay, and I remember all that. I understand that. Yeah. So
I mean, we're not doing anything. I mean, the reality is if I take this off and I start to shout without amplification, I'm going to be louder than 65 decibels.
No, you're all right, man.
So I mean, I understand that they're telling you this, but it's not true. Unless they can come to me with the specific. Now, I know there are ordinances about what it's called directed picketing at a residence, which says you cannot use amplification. I can't go picket that person's home and use a microphone, but I'm not picketing their home. I'm not even really picketing. I'm here preaching the gospel, and I'm sharing resources with these people.
I was listening to you before I came over.
Right. I'm sharing the resource. We want these people to have real health care. And so we're just here. We're not protesting. We're not doing it. We're just offering help.
Okay. So
all right.
I'm going to be out of here. I mean, I'll make notes or whatever. Okay. I'm not concerned.
And I mean, if somebody wants to come with a printed out thing that overrides what the health department says we can do.
If I can find what the supervisor was talking to me about.
And then I'm more than happy to submit to that.
If I find something and I can show you or whatever, I'll find it and bring it to you. That way you know. But
because we've been, I mean, this is going on for a few weeks, and
I mean, you guys had a call yesterday or the day before too that I saw sitting in the queue. I don't know if anybody ever came over here.
It's almost an everyday.
Right. It's almost. I mean, it's weekly on Friday. I know, and usually nobody shows up until after I leave because I'm only here till 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And I leave, and we've had officers show up and talk to the guys that are here in the afternoon, and it's always about me.
So I haven't ever met you, so.
All right, well, officer, I appreciate you.
All right, let me figure out what's going on. If there's something that I need to let you know, I will definitely find out and let you know. That way, you know, we're both on the same page, and you know, Planned Parenthood's on the same page. That way, there doesn't need to be the calling of us.
For sure.
Because they're frustrated or upset. Because
I
don't even know who called. It's just an anonymous caller who called and made the complaint.
Most likely, it's over there. There are quite a few of them over there who don't like us, but.
Yeah.
We try to stay right to the law so that we're not breaking it.
Yeah, we want to remain in line with the law.
Okay.
So again, I mean, I've always gone off of what the health department ordinance says that we're allowed to do, and we don't. You know, I do my best to make sure. I mean, I'm just guesstimating the decibels, but I do my best to keep it under 65.
Okay.
And then you know, there was a girl that used to live over here that used to come over and check us. And the reality is we went to this, which is a directional mic, instead of the megaphone, because it is more. And she was like, we appreciate that because she doesn't hear us over there the way that they used to with the megaphone.
Okay.
So this is directional, directed directly towards that.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, I'm more than happy to.
I can figure out whatever I was being told this morning.
Okay.
If there's something that's different than from what I know or from you know, I'll try to get it to you here in a second. That way we're all on the same page.
Awesome.
And go from there.
I appreciate it. What's your name, officer?
Blackburn.
Blackburn. Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you. Josh. And I'll figure out, Josh, what's going on. And all right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thanks. So once again, our only desire here this morning is that, I mean, one, ultimately we want babies to live. That's why we're here. And if they weren't being murdered in the basement of the building, we wouldn't be here.
So I have a little bit of info.
Okay.
So if you just look under like city ordinances for noise prohibited and such like that, it gives a time like you were discussing, and through from 9 to 9 and all that stuff. And then it talks about like public loudspeakers, you know, operating a loudspeaker or sound amplifying system in a fixed or mobile position or mounted to a car, upon a street, alley, sidewalk, park, place, public property, or for the purpose of commercial advertising, giving instruction, direction, talking, addressing, lectures, and so on, as long as it doesn't violate subsection 92860. So if you go down to here, which is your 92860, it just discusses the time of day, which you can, like you and I were talking about, what you were telling me, where you show you from like 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. residential is 55 decibels, commercial 60, industrial is 90, and then it gives you Sundays and holidays. So you're pretty spot on to where you're at, like the 50, 60 range and all that during the time period. So as long as you're not violating this right here, the others are fine.
All right.
According to what I can figure out from city code of ordinance.
Awesome.
So,
all right.
So you know, man.
Thanks, officer.
So,
appreciate it.
I talked to my sergeant. He said, as long as you're abiding by those things, you're.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. Be safe.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.